What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this POV review by AUTOBAHN. My name is Max, and today we've got a very special guest. This is Richard's NISSAN SILVIA S13 from 1993, and as you can see, it's not stock anymore. Barely anything is stock on this car. It is an incredible build done by Richard himself. You can follow him on his YouTube channel Lit Shop and on Instagram as well. I will link everything in the description. You can follow the build series there. He makes videos of his own and he has completely done this himself and documented everything. So if you're interested in learning more and going even more in depth on this car, check out his channel. Really nice guy and very capable, because this thing is awesome. It is an S13, as I said. In Europe we call it a 200 SX. In the US it's called a 240 SX, and in Japan it is a 180 SX. They all have different engines. In Japan you got a 2-liter turbocharged engine. The European one has a 1.8 turbo, and then the US version has a 2.4 naturally aspirated. This is a European spec car, so it started life out as a 1.8. That is also how Richard bought it, and he kind of went nuts, because this car now has a Toyota 1JZ engine in it, a GTE engine, and it's got a BMW M4 F82 DCT gearbox as well. I mean, the fact that this all fits just boggles my mind, and the fact that it works so well is even crazier. So today I'm going to show you around it. We'll do a walk around, and then we'll take it for a drive. Richard will join me on the drive, and this is his baby. He put so much time and effort in it, so yeah, I understand that he wants to join me on the drive. Should be fun. So let's start with the body kit, because we've got a custom-made body kit here at the front. These front fenders are made by Richard himself. These cutaways here in the body, this is all just welded, and it's kind of 992 GT3 RS style, with that body that kind of fades away there, with a big gaping hole and then a wider part above that. Looks super cool. Japan racing wheels here, and then the brakes are from a Cadillac CTS V at the front, and then at the rear the brakes are from a Mercedes, the discs, with Silvia S14 brake calipers that came from the front axle of the S14. So kind of a Frankenstein setup, but yeah, it is basically the cheapest way to have good brakes on this car, because a big brake kit was around 2.5 times more expensive than what he has now, and this works really well. So yeah, why would you do anything else? We've got a white painted car with some nice stickers on it. It's got a max ECU as well. CBS Racing is the company that Richard works at, and they also helped with the build, especially the DCT swap. The guys at CBS Racing helped a lot with. So yeah, big shout out to those guys as well. Amazing build. We've got a screamer pipe here through the bonnet, looks amazing. And then at the rear we've got these crazy louvres on the side windows and the rear window, just like a rocket bunny rear end this. We've also got a wide body kit here, and then a big ducktail spoiler with his channel name on the rear spoiler there. Looks cool, with a 3.5-inch straight pipe exhaust. I mean, this thing looks so crazy. It's like a little pumped up Japanese muscle car. I really like it. I think it's actually quite a handsome car. It's like a miniature Nissan GTR, right? So let's take a look at the engine. Because of course this is the engine. We have a special tool here. This is Richard. He's holding up the hood. He's holding up the bonnet because it is flimsy as hell. It is really, it goes everywhere with this wind. So he holds it up for me, which is nice. So we've got the 1JZ here. This is a VVTi version of the engine. That means it's a 2.5-liter straight 6, a single turbo engine, as opposed to the previous version, which was a twin turbo setup. But as you can see, this turbo is not stock anymore either. This is a massive turbocharger, and as I said, the screamer pipe going through the bonnet looks so clean, right? Look at this. It has been done really well.
Well, thank you.
Normally they don't hear that when I say it. It's nice that you're here.
Yeah.
So yeah, looks stunning. It sounds incredible. Richard actually thinks it's one of the best sounding engines out there, and I tend to agree because it is a howling, screaming monster. So yeah, let's get in, let's go for a drive and have some fun.
Oh, dan ga ik hem even neerzetten.
Alright, so as you can see, my freakishly tall body is way too big for this car, so it is a little bit sketchy. We took out the cushion here on the seat, so I sit a bit lower, but it's actually not bad right now.
It's a pretty tiny car if you think about it.
Yeah, it is quite small, but no worries. I'm used to sketchy stuff, so shouldn't be a problem. So I'm going to mic up and then, okay, show me what I have to do. Ignition.
Yeah, just put your foot on the brake a little bit and then start it. And then it runs. Sometimes it does that, just give it a little bit of gas. Yeah, there we are.
So interior wise, it is pretty stock, I would say. We've got a max ECU screen here that also shows our speed, the revs, the temperature, stuff like that. We've got an orange cage here, very nice touch as well. These Sparko seats, and other than that, it's completely empty.
Yeah,
stripped out.
I like to leave it a little bit stock and not completely gut it, because I do like interior.
Yeah.
So I clean it all up a bit, and I think it looks pretty nice now.
Yeah, definitely. Looks very clean. Okay, so we've got the DCT here. This is a ZF shifter actually.
Yep.
So we just use it as a normal BMW shifter, like that.
On the brake, drive,
and then sport,
manual,
and then you shift with the lever, because we don't have pedals, of course. And then Bob's your uncle.
The pedals are coming in the future, though.
The shifters.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So let's do a little tunnel run. There are some horses around, so not too loud, but he likes it. He always, yeah. Oh my god.
It's something, isn't it?
There's only one in the world, right?
Yeah, one
this
in the
combo.
World with this engine and this DCT gearbox, yeah.
It is amazing how well it works together, how well it fits. The 1JZ
feels like it should have been in there from factory.
Exactly. But I also really think that these engines, the 1JZ, the 2JZ, they feel like engines that could have been built now.
Yeah, they are just overbuilt from factory and they really keep up with modern stuff.
They don't feel old.
No, it's still works and
Yeah.
it's still being developed, still new parts for it.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. So right now we're doing around 460 horsepower at the crank, which is, I have to say, a very nice amount of power because it puts it down really well.
And it's damp.
And
The
yeah,
road is damp and it still puts it down.
exactly, it's damp and it has no trouble with that. We've got a limited slip diff at the rear from a Nissan S13. Oh, it sounds so good. And it also goes up to 8,500 RPM, which is just nuts. Oh my god, this is insane. So you do have a bit of like lag, of course, but once it gets going, oh, it takes off. So little tunnel.
In the tunnel it just sounds like an F1 car from the 80s.
Oh, it screams so loud. Oh, it sounds like nothing else. Honestly, these JZ engines are just so incredible. This, of course, is like the little brother of the legendary 2JZ Supra engine, and it definitely has that same extreme character.
I told you, best sounding engine. That was 100.
That is crazy. Oh, amazing. So let's hit the autobahn. Brakes actually feel pretty decent as well, I have to say. I was a bit worried about that because normally that's like the last thing that people do.
Yeah, no, I did it. You need the brakes.
Yeah. So third gear. Oh, big flame! Oh my god! Oh, it just spits massive flames through the bonnet. That looks so cool.
That looks so cool at night.
Yeah, I can imagine. So everything works so well that even the kickdown function in the DCT is still here. So we're in 7th gear manual mode right now. If I hit the throttle, full throttle, and give it one tap, it should go all the way down to 3rd gear. So let's try that. Should have a little bit of space now. So full throttle, tap, there we go. So the engine
Net te lang op heffing.
so yeah, sorry. Yeah. So that was a bit too much rev limiter, but I wanted to say that the engine has been built for more power. So as I said, we're doing around 460 right now. Well, that shift is so quick. But it should be able to do a lot more, and Richard will be back when he's doing more power. He's still fine-tuning the car. There's a lot going on, but it's amazing to me that it's already working this well. Okay, so let's slow down a little bit and go for 3rd gear. 90 kilometers an hour, 80 kilometers an hour, full throttle. Shift in time. There we go, 8,000. Just to be on the safe side. That's a 9.88, 100 to 200. It sounds so crazy. It sounds like a race car. It really does.
It's It's a lot.
Oh,
It's a lot.
I love it. I love it. Richard, amazing job, man.
Oh, thank you.
Such an amazing car, and I mean, we have to be like a little bit careful. As I said, Richard is still fine-tuning the car. I've driven the car for 10 minutes. I don't know the car, you know, it's getting used to it.
Manual.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It definitely has a user manual, and well, I've gotten used to it a little bit. Next, I think next spring, when Richard has more power, you know, he will be back, and I now have I have dipped my toe in this pond, which is Richard's Silvia S13, and I loved it. So thank you so much for coming.
Oh, you're welcome.
To you guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Had ik deze nou niet aangezet? Oh, fucking idiot. Thanks for watching. You can subscribe by clicking the big button in the middle. You can check out this video, this playlist, and don't forget to check out Richard's channel. I will link that right now as well. You can click that link. See you at the next one. Bye.